You can support this show at patreon.com/ASAPodcasting. Hello, welcome back to the Oblivion Addict Podcast. For real, it's out. I'm Michael. Rye's here.
Hello.
Victor's here.
Good evening.
And it actually came out.
Yeah.
I was on vacation, of course, and couldn't play it for like 5 days.
Yeah.
And everybody's talking about it in the Discord.
Yeah, that's the way it works.
I was like, oh, they're having the announcement today. And then they're like, yeah, it's out now.
Yeah, it was pretty amazing.
I will give them credit for that. That's the way to do it. Like, just drop it.
Well, Todd Howard has said that for years, that's what he wants to do. So,
yep.
And he did. Yeah. So
I definitely agree with him on that one. I feel like it just is, you don't get all the nonsense build up to, or, you get some build up. Obviously people know something, right?
Yeah. It's definitely been cooking.
Yeah. So we've all played it. Yep. I've probably played it the least, but I still played a good amount. Early thoughts?
It's gorgeous.
Yeah, I've loved it. It's, all the things I hated about Oblivion are gone.
Pretty much. Yeah. 100%.
Yeah. As someone who literally just played Oblivion a few weeks back, yeah, it's just so much smoother. It actually throws me off a little bit because I just played recently. So like the leveling, since it's simplified a little bit, I'm like, wait, don't I have to? I'm like, oh wait, no, I don't have to worry about all that stuff. The characters look different. I will say, was his name Gwyneth was pretty creepy in the main quest. If you played through the main quest, he looked really, really upsetting.
Well, there's still that bizarre Bethesda character model look, upside down mouths. That really bugs me for some reason, and it still bugs me in this. But like, there's a little mini quest in Bruma where you have there are two thieves, and she says he framed her, and he says she framed him, and her the mouth thing is like just dry. Oh my god!
So I blame the
Honora or whatever her name is. Anyway, yeah, sorry.
I blame the persuasion mechanic. Because every mouth has to be able to be angry.
Oh yeah,
fair point. Never thought of that.
Kind of okay, and then happy.
Yeah. And I still can't figure that freaking thing out. It's about the same as lockpicking for me. It's like poke, and hope something works.
The lockpicking was a little like the timing was a little different than the old Oblivion.
Oh, really? Okay.
Just slightly, but once I got it again.
Yeah.
For some reason, I can do the Oblivion lockpicking like it's nothing, and I don't know why.
Yeah. I guess, yeah. There's a feel to it. I can see that. So, but yeah, anyway.
And I did, the first time I played it, the one time I played it, I never really got any, anything out of the spell crafting.
Yeah.
But this time I've been all about it.
Nice.
And
it is fun.
I don't have to play the game anymore. The little persuasion mini game, because I made myself a spell to charm people to 100%. So I never have to worry about playing that silly game because it's so infuriating.
It really is.
I'm okay at it only because I played it so many times that it's kind of ingrained in me. But still, It is the most exhausting part of the game for me is the persuasion checks, I would say.
What about haggling? How do you fare with haggling?
Can you haggle in this one? I haven't figured out how to do it.
Yeah.
There's a
haggle button.
Yeah.
Oh, I missed the button. Okay.
Yeah, the button's
I'm still pretty
on
early,
their
so.
menu.
Yeah.
Oh, gotcha.
And
that's
so
why.
it wasn't immediately obvious to me that was for both of us.
Yeah.
But the first time I clicked on it and saw that it had both.
Is it just the percentage again, like in the old game?
Yeah.
So buy for 140%, sell for 30%.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah.
So, and evidently that if you start high and work your way down, you're actually diminishing the persuasion. So it was good that right away I built that spell that I could just not have to worry about it.
Yeah. I lost a lot of money with that kind of stuff.
Oh God.
It's been fun for me because I never really connected with Oblivion, mostly because of my sort of aesthetic issues.
Yeah.
So it really is. They really did a really wonderful job of making it look beautiful and also optimizing it. It runs really well. I don't know if you guys have had any. Are you playing on PC or Xbox, Michael?
I'm just on Xbox right now because I've been away, so I haven't had a chance.
And Ray, you're playing on PC?
Yeah, I'm on PC.
Have you had any frame drops? Stutters?
When I come out of a building, I get a brief one, and then that's it.
I've had a few, and I've had to I found a couple times that I just basically had to close everything down and restart my machine, and that's fine. But yeah, it's some serious. The first 12 to 24 hours or so, I had some, and I think there was a minor update in there somewhere, and
I think I've had a couple of them load up.
Yeah, fixed a couple of problems with that. But overall, it's been great. I've sort of been concentrating on the main quest. I've closed the gate in Kvatch and moved on. But I've also been trying to sort of queue up a bunch of little mini quests like that one in Bruma and various things. So I'm kind of just doing that, just trying to run around, and I think I'm level 5 now or something like that. Just sword and board, my usual kind of guy. Dunmer.
Yeah, I'm playing my default character, which is a sneaky archer Khajiit.
Yeah.
Michael talked about sneaking through the gates instead of fighting everybody. Yeah. And so I'm like, okay, I'm going to do this, and I'm going to be really sneaky. So, I'm going to level up my illusion.
Chameleon helps for sure.
So I took had a chameleon spell that I got because so if I wanted to level up my illusion, I figured the best way to do that is through the Mages Guild. So I started doing mages. And then I learned that you can build stronger spells. So that, when you're spamming muffle, you can make muffle harder and harder, so that it takes your full magical pool every time you cast it. And I was at level 100 before I knew it.
Wow!
And the only problem is now I've got 4 spells that I'll never use again, cluttering up my menu. And I wasn't clever enough to name them Z something or ZZ something, so they're at the bottom.
Oh God!
But yes, and so but then I was like, okay, I'm gonna do this real quick, and then I'll do the main quest, because I still have never played the main quest. I only did the Dark Brotherhood and the Thieves Guild for the Round Table. And I'm level 17 and still haven't been anywhere near Kvatch.
Oh,
nice.
Well, you won't have any problem there.
Dark Brotherhood.
Yeah.
So, of course, because when you want to level, when you build your level spells, you got to have money. And so I started doing Dark Brotherhood jobs so that I could have some cash to pay for my spells to level my magic. And, but now I've got a 100 chameleon spell that I can cast for 30 seconds.
Yeah, 100 chameleon's good. If you can find chameleon armor and then don't have to cast anything, it's wonderful.
Yeah. I was standing in front of a guard and cast my spell and immediately went, invisible to him. The little eye went from open to close.
Yeah, like a combination of chameleon and the fin gleam helmet is like so good.
So that was the other thing I remembered from my playthrough.
Oh, fin gleam, yeah.
What was that? What was that name? I know where it's at. It's right there in off the coast.
Is it Anvil?
Anvil, yeah.
Yeah.
And so there's like an island. I know there was an island.
Yep.
Okay, I found the island on the map. Went to the island. Okay, here we go. Dove down. Couldn't find it. Drowned. Dove down. Couldn't find it. Drowned. Finally dove down and found it. Put it on, and I've been golden ever since.
Nice.
Yeah, because it's like 125 feet of life detection or something crazy like that.
Yeah, it's got life detect and
something else.
I'm a Khajiit, so I don't really care about the
you got
the night eye.
Night eye anyway. Yeah.
But it's just convenient, and then being able to breathe underwater, I can do.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
anything.
The water breathing. That's the big thing in the water breathing, especially. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff where you got to go long distances underwater.
Yeah.
Yeah, I started. I decided with this character, I'm just playing the main quest, but I did kick off the Dark Brotherhood in the process, of course, as you do. Mm-hmm. But I think I'm just going to go through the main quest first, and then start another character to do everything else because the gates annoy me when I'm doing the other stuff. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I like to separate it out at this point. At this point in my Elder Scrolls life, I either play the main quest with dragons, or I don't start it at all and and do everything else, or same thing here. I either start the gates or don't start the gates and do everything else.
So I haven't played this is the first time I've ever played through the main quest as well. So the gates start to appear. For instance, did the Kvatch thing, went to Bruma for various reasons. When I left Bruma to go to Cheydinhal because I want to join the Fighters Guild. That's sort of the guild I wanted for my character. And there was a gate just south of Bruma, just there in the middle of nowhere, which I just sort of walked through. Mm-hmm. It's not there for anything. So explain to me that.
They should just start. It's not active. Is that what it is?
Well, it's there, but I thought when I went through it, I'd go to somewhere else like Oblivion, but I didn't. It was just the other side of the road.
Do you have to hit the button or click on it to do it?
I don't know.
That might be.
Yeah, I was concentrating on getting to Cheydinhal, so I didn't really worry about it too much. But
I think that's what it is. Because at Kvatch, you had to select it essentially, like you open a door essentially.
Oh, okay.
It wasn't automatic like a portal you would think of normally. I don't remember what the exact mechanic was originally, but I know when I went through Kvatch, I had to select a gate, and it threw me off a little bit. So maybe you didn't used to have to, but I can't be certain on that. I don't remember exactly.
I remember lots of conversations with various NPCs heading into the Kvatch thing, and I don't remember what I did to get in there. But
you have
I
to.
thought I just walked through it. And
you have to select.
Then you have to climb up a tower, and blah blah blah.
The towers. Yes, there's all that. Yes,
that's what I was expecting with this one that sort of appeared on the road south of Bruma. But
it's the same thing. You can close those as well.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, they just start popping up all over the place, and you just close them.
I am enjoying they did definitely sort of upgrade, whatever you want to call it, the combat a bit.
Yes.
There's a lot more. It's a lot more interactive, I guess you could say. There's you still can't shield bash like you can in Skyrim, like with the right button. But if you can, I guess you could call it parry. If you lift your shield at the right time and there's interaction, you actually get a reaction from the, so it seems more vital, I guess, than it did in the original game.
Yeah, even the archery is a little cleaner than it was originally.
Yeah, archery is much better. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was sniping people from 60, 70 yards away.
Yeah,
I like that it has a nice arc to it too.
Yep.
So you actually have to play it. Yeah,
sort of physics there. Yeah, Bethesda physics. I'm still getting used to having to sleep to level up, but that's weird. Otherwise, it's been a lot of fun. I've actually enjoyed playing Oblivion. I know that's heresy, but I've never thought that it wasn't a good game. I just didn't enjoy playing it myself.
I do like that the map starts out where you can fast travel places too.
Yeah, that actually threw me. I thought, hey, wait a minute. Okay, I don't have to be there first.
And you can go to multiple places within like a city too.
Yeah.
So you're not just like at the front gate. You can, whatever, go to the market district, whatever, depending on the city and all that stuff. Or North Gate, South Gate, East Gate, West Gate, whatever. There's a lot of different options starting out, which is kind of nice because then you can branch out in those general areas and hit stuff versus having to like fully traverse the map back and forth to do things each time. It at least gives you, a little flexibility in being able to play a little quicker.
There's a few funky things that maybe they left in. I mean, when you go to the map, it doesn't automatically center on you. So if you try to zoom in, it zooms in on where your cursor is, not where you are. There's little weird things like that, which are only minor annoyances, and you get used to them quickly. I don't know if this was in the original game or not, but when you try to zoom in on a local map, you have to zoom in every time you.
That's really annoying. Yeah. No, because the other one, when you're inside, it opens up to the interior map.
But not in this one.
Not in this one.
Yeah, that really does.
I didn't know where it was. I had to ask in the Discord. Like, I'm like, where the hell is? Why is there no interior map to this? I was in a fort.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, how am I supposed to get around the fort?
I actually bootstrapped the first couple of dungeons because I didn't realize I could zoom in on the local map. But yeah. Luckily, the Oblivion dungeons are very samey.
Yeah,
they are. So they're not hard to find your way in and out of. But
that is for sure.
Yeah.
I wish it would just, when you're inside, open to the interior map. Like,
I think I got into one Dwemer ruin or something that wasn't so samey, and that's where I kind of got desperate, and that's when I figured out how to zoom in on.
Yeah, or even like Skyrim, where you have a button.
Yeah, you can L. Usually it's L or whatever key. Yeah.
But to have to scroll in all the way and then scroll in one last time to make it happen is a little strange.
Yeah, and then do it again every time you open the map. Yeah, that's really
and then
annoying.
to not stay there. Not stay locked there. Yeah, that is quite annoying. I will say.
So.
Because when if you go through the sewers, like especially if you're playing like a thief, right? You can use the sewers to get all over the Imperial City and never only come up where you need to come up to steal things and stuff, right?
Yeah.
But if you have to constantly zoom in on the map to open up the local map, it just doesn't make any sense if you're traversing those sewers regularly. Because I know I've played like that kind of character where the guards are always after you and you can go through the sewers and pretty much get anywhere if you know your way around. But if you have to constantly adjust the map every single time you open it, that's just, I don't know. I feel like that's a fix that needs to happen for just.
Well, they've been pretty open about the no mods thing, but I'm sure somebody will come along and there'll be mods for the game soon enough, and that'll be one of them.
When I looked at it on Friday, There were over 500 mods
already. Okay, good.
on
I figured.
Nexus.
I figured it wouldn't take long. Yeah.
Or a simpler way to open it, right? Either have it auto open when you're inside, or a simpler way to open it while you're inside.
Yeah.
Because the way it is now, that's one of the things that's like weird to me that passed the test and made it. Made it to the end somehow.
But I gotta say, I mean, the character models. I was chatting with Sean when during the live feed of the announcement, and we were watching the video, the trailer, and I literally, this sounds so superficial, but it's, but I literally got chills when they show the picture of Martin Septim, and he looks up and you see that face. It was like, wow, that's the way it should have been.
Yeah.
That's the way it should have been.
Yeah, it looks way better.
Yeah. So and of course Patrick Stewart's voice and all that.
Yeah.
But it was great. It was such a great reveal. I really had a good time with that.
I do like how, have you enchanted any of your gear or anything with the sigil stones or anything?
Not me.
No.
So I have Soul Trap on a bow, and it just has this like great effect every time you use it, like this like swirling magic effect around you and all. Yeah, just it's basically the same as like if you conjure something or whatever, do shield or whatever. And I'm sure same thing for Chameleon or whatever. But yeah, like I will say, like the magic effects and stuff, I really like. It adds like,
the gates are cool. The flame, so it's just great. They just super job. And a lot of nice textures too, and like in Bruma's really nice. I mean it, and of course I've wandered around Bruma a lot in the Skyrim mod for it. It's the same map basically. It looks exactly the same. And I mean the structures as they are in Oblivion are very samey again. But they look better. The wood texture, the carvings, the interiors, they're all really, the lighting is really good. It looks good. It's just been that part of it. I've just enjoyed the hell out of just wandering around.
So. I haven't been up to Bruma yet, just because it's not really on the
Cheydinhall is gorgeous, by the way. It really
it?
is. Yeah, it's really nice. It's really
I need to get to more of the cities. Because I've just been like I said, just focusing main quests. So I just got the 4 books. I just got the 4th book, the whatever, the commentaries or whatever they're called. So I haven't really hopped around to the different areas yet, but I'm pretty focused on finishing the main quest before I want a character that just wanders and goes into everything. So I wanted to at least experience the main quest with the.
That's kind of what I was hoping to be able to do, is just to finish off the main quest and then go to. I hope. I don't know the full story arc of the game is that well, so I don't know if finishing off the main quest is going to close off things like parts of the Dark Brotherhood or the Thieves Guild or anything like that.
I don't believe so.
So, but that's what I was kind of hoping, just do the main quest and then with the Fighters Guild and then go back and do the other one.
And it came with all the DLCs also.
Yes.
Which was nice. I wasn't sure. I was like, "Ooh, I wonder if," and then all of a sudden it was like, "And
yes,
Shivering." I'm excited to see what Shivering Isles looks like. Yeah,
I think everybody was really, really stoked about that, because that was the one.
It is a great DLC.
People were thinking wasn't going to be included.
Yeah. I can't wait to get out there and kind of see what it looks like. So maybe I'll just do main quest and then Shivering Isles just to see what it looks like.
Yeah.
Because you have to be, I believe that's level locked, if I'm not mistaken. I think I could be wrong though.
I also hadn't done alchemy before.
Oh yeah.
So I've been playing around with that too.
It's fun.
Yeah.
You can use everything.
my biggest problem right now is figuring out where to store stuff.
The stump.
That's right. The stump.
That was what stump?
So if you go, all right. So if you're in the Market District, was it Edgar's cheap spells or whatever?
Okay.
And what's his name? Staffs. There's that walkway between there. There's a stump on the right.
Okay.
Yeah, you go through the little alley into the garden.
Yeah.
Well, I was kind of saving my money, thinking I'd have to buy a house or some shit, and then
I never in Oblivion. I only use the stump. I never even get a house. I just use the stump because it's in the. I usually just use the stump for all the alchemy, actually.
Okay.
Because that's really the only stuff I keep around. Because like everything else, I'm just either.
Well, I love alchemy. I do it. The Skyrim. I can't play Skyrim without doing alchemy. So I've been hoarding as much as I can carry right now. But God. That's not much, right? So yeah. So.
Yeah. Well, at least, that's the other good thing. Now, when you're over encumbered, you don't stop. You can still move.
Right. Yes.
Yeah. Because when you're over encumbered previously in the original, you just were there.
Yeah.
And not going anywhere. You just weren't.
Sort of like Valheim. Stand there.
Yeah. You're just like, yep, I'm right here. Yeah. But yeah, no, I like using the stump for my alchemy stuff, especially early on if I don't have a house or anything.
Thanks for the tip. I'm going to go look for the stump.
Yeah, it's easzy to find. It's
it's where I got to go back there anyway.
Did you do the quest with what's his name, the dopey guy who run? I can't remember his name. Thornir. Yeah. Did you Thornir's quest?
I think that's queued up. I have like 7 or 8 quests queued up. Yeah. I did that one with the Aranor, whatever her name is, and her ex-lover's name starts with an L. I can't remember.
Yeah.
Anyway, did that one and got some gold out of that.
Yeah, if you do Thornir, they do a meeting right next to the stump, as a matter of fact.
Oh, okay. All right.
But the stump is there. The stump is safe storage, so whatever you put in there is fine. I've used it like forever. It's really great. And actually now with the menu the way it is, you can click through stuff pretty easily.
Yeah.
Using one vessel like that is not really that big of a deal anymore.
Yeah, it's sort of reasonably well sort of categorized.
That was the thing that I do like about alchemy. I don't think this was in the original, but you can select the effect you want, and it'll show you the ingredients that do that effect.
Did I notice that? I've made a couple of potions, but it was very quick and superficial on my part. Just because I noticed I had a mortar and pestle, so I farted around with it a little bit, and because I bought one or something like that.
You can.
Yeah, I haven't delved into it very far. So
at the bottom, it's like I think on Xbox it's like the Y button or something. But you can select the effect or multiple effects, and it'll show you the ingredients that do those effects.
That's nice. That's really nice. Yeah.
So that's a great way of sorting it too. So like you can have all the ingredients, but if you're like, well, I just want to make health potions, you can go to whatever restore health or healing, whichever one you want to do, and it'll show you all the ingredients that do that you have.
Yeah,
and then you can select them that way, which makes it a lot easier than like scrolling through and like, does this one do this? Does it do that?
Yeah.
It does make it a little simpler. And it's nice that you can select multiple too, because as you start getting a little higher level and you can do multiple effects into a potion, it makes it a little simpler to find those ingredients as well. That is a nice change, as a matter that I discovered for myself yesterday, I think. Because I like doing the alchemy in Oblivion as well.
I've just been doing the the Skingrad Garden potion. So on one side of the town there's grapes, and on the other side of town there's tomatoes.
Yep.
And they respawn every 3 days.
Oh, there you go. Well, at least it's not like the old game where you'd pick something, it didn't disappear, and it maybe said you found nothing. Like half the time.
So are grapes and tomatoes a good potion? Is that what you're implying, Ray?
It's just an easy potion to make.
Oh, okay. It's sort of like, is it like Blue Mountain Flowers and Hanging Moss?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where you can get
it's a good money maker.
only this grows on trees, literally, right there in the on either side of town, and so it's easy to collect.
Yeah.
But, and it's kind of weird that you can completely strip Surly Brothers Vineyard.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
But they don't care.
They're like, it's all right.
Yeah. We don't actually make wine.
That's right. Yeah.
It's all front. It's like half the pizza shops in the Northeast.
Especially here in Fishkill.
So I've been spending a lot of time. It's very pent up. I've always wanted to spend more time in Oblivion because I enjoy 100%. That story and everything.
Yeah.
But I mean, it took everything I had to get through that round table.
You're a better man than I, because I never made it that far.
Well,
so yeah,
the story's getting a little old, but the way that I did it was I played it on Xbox, and I'm so crappy on Xbox that I didn't notice how crappy the game was.
Yeah,
that's fair. Oh man,
that's awesome. Yeah,
I
feel like 100% the same way.
I'm glad it's opened it up to people who didn't enjoy it, because of the different mechanics and things like that.
Yeah.
And also it's opened it up to, people who weren't born.
Yeah.
Quite
who
frankly.
never played it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Like Connor's never played Oblivion.
Yeah.
Because it came out before he was born, I think.
It's been 19 years?
Yeah.
2007, right?
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, it was 19 years. So, yeah, it is 2 years before he was born. Yeah. So, because he was 3 when Skyrim came out. So, so he's never actually played it. So, he'll probably end up, because he still plays Skyrim all the time, too, in between his yelling at people.
Yeah, it's funny. My grandkids have played Skyrim, but not Oblivion. Yeah, so, that's the same thing. Yeah.
It gives them an opening to at least now try it,
Yeah. So cool.
So Friday night on the Fallout feed, a large portion of the time in the live show chat were the calls for the Oblivion Roundtable.
That's a lot of organization.
Yep.
It's not that we have 2 retired people on this show. It's actually not a bad idea. I don't know that it would be as organized as Andrew. I'm just gonna flat out say that.
Well, you guys did an Oblivion roundtable before. Is there still did you have a spreadsheet for randomizing?
Yeah, there was one actually. Yeah. It's probably on the site. I
could still use that, right? It's still relevant.
Decade. Do those things still work?
Oh yeah.
Do they? Oh, cool.
Yeah.
They've been up there a long time.
Yeah.
8-9 years. Yeah. It's almost a decade they've been up there.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, as long as the spreadsheets are populated with the right information, they spit out, the
what do you think has changed with the new release? Is there anything relevant to spreadsheets that have changed?
I'll
Leveling?
have to go through and look at that.
I'm not sure.
And see.
Huh.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. I don't think much has changed really, because you still choose a sign, right? You still choose
birth sign
and location. Or was location? I don't know if location was in the original. That might be new.
How did the spreadsheet deal with the sleep to level thing, where you wake up and then you have to choose your disbursement of points?
That's a good question. I don't know.
How did that work?
That I don't remember. I don't know if we dealt with that, did we?
I'm pulling it up now.
Maybe it chose 3 attributes that you had to...
It might have been something like that. I don't remember if we delineated that or not, though.
Yeah, no, it just gives sex, race, birth sign, class, and companion.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. Well, now you can choose location you were born, right? Is that what the other thing was?
Yeah, it splits the race.
Yeah. There's 2 areas where you can be from, right? For each race. Yeah.
Especially Bretons. Yeah, there's High Rock or Reach or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, a round table would be fun. Trying to think. Main quest, I guess.
Yeah, gotta be.
And Dark Brotherhood's always good.
Well, I've been invited into the Thieves Guild. I don't know what I did probably because I spent some time in jail by mistake. I swear, it was a mistake.
Don't you just have to read the poster?
I didn't read a poster. I asked about the Gray Fox a lot, but I didn't read any posters.
Yeah.
I swear.
You may just have to, talk to the right people. I forget exactly how you get into it. You get invited to that.
Don't you talk to a beggar?
Yes, usually. Yes,
I did talk to a beggar. Okay, that's what it was. Yeah, it's triggered because everybody kept telling me, the Gray Fox was something about the beggars and stuff. So I thought, well, we better talk to a beggar then.
Yeah,
that was a fun quest line.
Yeah, I enjoy the Thieves Guild a lot.
I do wish that's the only other one of the other things I wish that they did so much updating and so much stuff. I just wish they had added just more NPCs, just more population to the cities. It didn't even have to be interactive. Just a few more people walking around,
just wandering. Yeah,
because the Imperial City just is just empty. It's desolate in so many ways, and it still feels that way now with this version as it did with the original.
They kept all that dialogue from the the NPC interactions.
Yes,
which is just absolutely hilarious.
Oh yeah,
they have
the conversations.
These straight deadpan conversations with each other.
Yeah. Okay, bye.
It is funny. Yeah, it is. Like there's real dead on conversations that they didn't just wander away afterwards.
Yeah, it's very 2007. I think it's basically what that amounts to.
Oh my gosh!
But yeah, it would be nice particularly if the Imperial City had just a few more people wandering around.
I agree because even when you're over by the was it the Coliseum or whatever, where where the fight where you battle there.
Yeah, the arena.
I don't know why I was calling it Coliseum, but there's nobody there, right? And the building's supposed to be full of people.
Yeah.
So there should be at least people wandering around that area to some extent. Or the center hub. There's never anybody in the center hub. There's 3 guards and maybe someone else wanders through on a walk or something.
Well, when you can hear the roar of a crowd, but there's only 2 people there, there's some kind of chicanery going on there. Something's weird. Yeah.
Something happening.
Yeah.
Something's happening. Oh God. Yeah, I've really enjoyed the update so far. And I'm so happy that it's bringing people into it who enjoy it.
Yeah.
Especially like I said, the people who didn't get to play it. That's really, really good. And it's everybody. It seems like it's everywhere for this week anyway. It was the thing. So hopefully that'll spike for a little bit.
I think everybody's loving it too. I really, there's always somebody who's going to complain, but generally I think it's just a big win for Bethesda, and I'm glad for that.
And you hope they do Fallout 3 or New Vegas.
That'd be awesome.
That would be just update them graphics wise and things like that.
Particularly New Vegas. I think that would be the.
Yeah,
but of course that wasn't their game.
And now that they know how to do it, because there's, there was a learning curve to merge the old game engine, to layer it underneath the Unreal 5 to be able to deliver the graphics. But now they know how to do that. So they should be able to do that with the Gamebryo engine for Fallout 3. And
was that the same or similar engine to Oblivion and Fallout 3, or were those?
I can't remember if Oblivion was Gamebryo or not.
Yeah.
I mean, it's about the right time.
Yeah.
And then they used that in New Vegas too.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, to be able to, to make that connection between those layers.
Just the draw distance, which is really nice in this remaster of Oblivion. It's really great to be able to see across the valleys. It'd be great. And to make Fallout 3 not green anymore.
Instead of having to count on a mod to do that for you.
Yeah. I think 3 was my favorite one to play, but the look of it was very greenish.
I know it's unpopular, but I still gotta say Fallout 4 is my favorite.
There you go. I mean, I liked 4 a lot. It just 3 worked for me the best for some reason.
Yeah, it's a cool game. Yeah. And so is New Vegas.
I enjoyed New Vegas too when I played it.
New Vegas was a fun game. It had a lot of dialogue,
good writing
choice in it. But for me, it was also nostalgic, being set in the in places that I had been and seen. And
that's a good point.
Yeah, maybe that's why Fallout 4 is, because I'm a Bay Stater mass hole, So
there you go. That makes total sense. And for me, 3, I grew up going to DC a lot because I had family there, so maybe that's that makes sense. It's all where goes back to goes back to memory in the end, right?
Yeah.
I mean, if people are interested in a roundtable, I do have a little time on my hands, and I will do my best to organize one. But you got to reach out if you want one. This is on you.
Or if we play our cards right, maybe we could get Jess to do it for us.
There we go. We can do that. There you go.
Because she's the one that really does our Fallout roundtables.
Oh, she wants. Oh, yeah. There you go. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. I mean, look, she wants to do it. I'm not gonna complain.
She's playing the game,
Jess. Ray and I are very busy these days. Looking at calendars to figure out what day it is. So, can't expect us to be organized.
We need somebody that works full time and does 50 podcasts.
That's a fair point. I don't know. I'm too busy booking travel. I don't know what to tell you. It's just the way it is. Oh God. No, but overall, I've loved it so far. I'm excited to explore more into the game, and I doubt it'll take us a month to get back since we actually have something new to talk about. So there is that. That's exciting, right? We have that positive development. Tales of Tamriel, those folks over there, Lotus, a good dude. They did a Oblivion episode also. I didn't get a chance to listen to it yet.
Oh, cool.
So I want to check that out. But and then obviously, if you want to hear about footwear and Oblivion, you can go to the Fallout feed from last week. But has anybody been playing anything else? Because I have not. This is literally all I've played since.
Not really since the last time. I've dabbled in a couple of little games, but just back to Valheim a little bit, but mostly, I've actually worked my way through Valheim now into the Mistlands. So,
are you in the Mistlands now?
Yeah, and that's been interesting. Death defying, I believe.
Death defying.
But
now that we're done with the Fallout 76 roundtable, I'm back down to just 4 games a week.
How's that all?
What did I do?
I got dragged back into my submarine simulation game.
Oh, yes, you were talking about that,
and so that's been a lot of fun.
I can't really talk about it a lot because I haven't played much of it. That's not so surprising with me, but I did play a little bit of the RuneScape Dragon Wilds. So, and that I kind of enjoyed. So I do intend to get back to it. Sort of Oblivion Remastered interfered with that a little bit. So I'll report back on that one later.
There you go. Yeah, I'm hoping to play a little more Oblivion this evening, as a matter of fact, while in between doing some laundry. So
there you go.
That'll be fun.
That's what happens when you travel a lot.
Yeah, laundry happens. That is a fair point.
Yeah, we're heading to UK in 2 or 3 weeks, probably.
Oh, so, nice, nice. I have nothing. Oh no, I do have a trip to LA in a couple weeks for a trail race, actually.
Oh, nice.
Up in Malibu Canyon. So,
wow.
That'll be just a long weekend, just solo. Gonna go. Yeah. I don't think Connor would be all that excited to watch me run for 8 hours. So yeah,
doesn't want to cheer for Dad.
No, I don't think he's really into that. Now, if I got like a bougie hotel, he'd probably be down with that.
Unlimited pass to Disneyland.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, he'd be all set. But the other part, I don't think he's gonna be all that excited about. But I actually don't have any travel for a little bit. That's weird. So I will be playing a lot of Oblivion, and if we can coax Jess into starting a round table, I will definitely start a character and play it. So there is that. And if anybody's interested in doing that, email the Fallout feed, care of Jess.
I'm going to be in so much trouble.
Yeah.
You can email here and then I'll just forward it. It's fine. I can do that also.
And what would that email be?
Oh, what is that actually? Skyrim Addict Podcast at gmail.com.
There we go. Yeah.
Look at that. I forgot about that. Also, if you're playing and like we used to get stories from Skyrim and stuff like that, just email and tell us about your character. Like however you want to do it. In any way you want to do it is totally fine. We've had massively long detailed stories. We've had people just say what their characters are. I mean, it just, however you experience the game is totally fine. You can totally email in at Skyrim Addict Podcast gmail.com. We used to get a lot of emails. Actually, Victor is on the show because he started emailing at first.
Yeah.
Like a decade ago.
Yeah, a long time.
Yep. Andrew, the same thing.
Yep.
Yeah. Colin, Colin, same thing. Juan. Yeah.
I remember that because then Andrew started talking about doing podcasting or joining in with the podcast, and I was thinking, well, I want to do that too. So,
I mean, because in the beginning it was just me sitting in the basement. That's not all that fun to listen to, probably.
No, those were great. That's how I got involved in the first place. So,
exactly. It's like it was. Yeah, there wasn't really anything else out there because it was a couple years. There was a year or two into Skyrim, so people were like gearing up for ESO and stuff. But so feel free to email in. We would totally appreciate it. And again, bug Jess about the roundtable.
Let's play some Oblivion.
That's it. So that's it. That's it for me. Good night, everybody. I'm gonna go play Oblivion.
Yeah. Good night, all.
All right. Good times.